man. Welcome to the substance, man. Welcome to the substance. So what's up with the substance, man? I know you hurt and filled with chemical, man. So what's up with the substance, man? This new sun's being knocked your fans. So what's up with the substance, man?
Hey bro, you ready?
Chemical, man. So what's up with the substance?
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Know Your Substance podcast. My name is T-Pills. T-Pills Presents, and I have my guest right here, Skyfear.
What's up? How's it going?
How you doing, man?
Happy to be here, man.
Welcome to the podcast.
Yeah, no, I appreciate it. Thanks for having me on, man.
Yeah, no problem. Thanks for wanting to be a part of it, you know, part of the vision and stuff.
Yeah, for sure.
If you want to go ahead and tell everybody what you do, kind of what you could be getting into these days.
Yeah, no, I've I've been a DJ for almost 15 years, and just recently, coming back after a long time away and coming back into the scene, and just starting there. Started around last year, so
Nice.
yeah. So it's not even a year that I've been really DJing again. So it's just it's like starting from zero.
Yeah.
Coming back and not being part of what's going on or making any music or doing any events. It's it's got to build that back again. So it's been fun. It's been fun, honestly.
That's pretty
good
cool.
time.
Man.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like touching down on Mars or something, or it's just completely different, or it's familiar.
The scene is a little different. Yeah, it's a little different. It's always had more of a. There's always been a lot of hip hop here in the Valley. It's always been hard to do like rave type techno stuff here. It's, unless it has a little bit of hip hop in it. You know what I mean? And so I try to cater to that sound when I'm playing here in the Valley for sure. Yeah.
That's cool, man. So where were you before?
What was I? What?
Where were you before you came back into town?
Oh yeah, no, I was actually here. I would play with a group called Party Van Crew, and we were in like the West Side area, and we would throw parties and events, like just kind of illegal stuff,
Yeah, warehouse stuff.
Yeah, kind of that vibe, and then we started getting into more commercial events, and that's when we kind of died out, and I feel like a lot of the soul left the group when we started. It got more business. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I'm sure that's
that sounds like a trend for a lot of people involved in music. Once business gets involved, I mean, there's a history of that going back for years, you know what I mean? Especially when hip hop started getting more big business, you got a lot more people exploiting it, using the negativity to sell more negativity, and, not a lot of positivity and union, what it kind of used to be.
Right.
But even for, I'm sure techno, how it started in Detroit, right? Correct?
Totally. Right. No, that translates to what I experienced, when I was DJing, when I was a kid, when I was like a teenager in high school. So, yeah, no, totally. I feel like that's something that I guess, like you said, all the music industry really can connect on.
Yeah. And it's unfortunate, you get big businesses out here. I mean, like, huge labels, that have smaller sections, branches that branch into it. And then they just have their work environment, or not, I wouldn't say work environment, but more of like their like, their attentions, that work culture.
To be honest, man, I mean, like people get cut out, right? People get cut out all the time, and then they go off and, like you said, branch out, and because they want to be part of it or do something, and that's just kind of how it is. And sometimes good things come from it too. Like maybe that wasn't where you were supposed to be, and now that you're on a different path doing the same thing. Maybe now it'll work, it's in a different way,
Yeah, I mean? Man. There's a good saying. It's like redirection is better than no direction,
Okay.
Or there's another part of it, but I can't think of it. It's something about redirection.
Redirection is what?
Something about redirection.
Okay.
The only one I could think of is the redirection is better than no direction. Mm-hmm. Because, and I say this for a lot of people who go to college and stuff, it's like, it's a trend for like a lot of people not to know what they want to go to school for. And I like to apply that to life. Like we really don't know what in direction we really want to go in life because there's so many options.
Yeah.
and there's so much information on how to get there.
Totally.
You know what I mean? So it's like, I always tell people like, hey, if you feel like you want to do something, go do it. And if you change your mind, that's fine. You know?
Yeah, like you said,
you can always go back to it.
No, it's interesting, you know, as something that I definitely resonate with. And it is tough, dude, to like know what you want to do or who you are, you know, that's definitely, like you said, tough.
Yeah.
Tough to figure out.
Yeah, like for me with the teaching, like I had a communications degree. I didn't think I was going to be a teacher. Honestly, I thought the music stuff was going to blow up and I'd be like, I'll make it by then. But with the pandemic happening and, you know, obviously I didn't really know what I learned so much more. Like just when you think you're almost at a certain threshold, you realize that there's a whole nother threshold to reach.
Right.
And I think that's just going to continue until our final days, you know, that's just part of life.
Yeah.
It's
like almost like once you hit that next level, it's like zero again. You know, it's, you know, you gotta, you know, there's a whole nother tier to it. Yeah. Totally.
Yeah.
I see what you're saying. Yeah. You know, but if we, and it's hard to like, cause when is it ever enough, I guess, for the human mind? I don't know.
Yeah. That's a good point. Like the human mind is always trying to go harder, go bigger, go better. You know what I mean? Like, you know, whatever motivates us, you know, which is interesting. Like I saw something, I don't know where I saw it, but it was like the thing that used to motivate, you know, people in the ancient times was women.
Oh, right.
I mean, why else were they building a lot of these statues and stuff?
Gotcha.
You know, for the most part.
A lot of sexual,
you know, it's like that motivation, you know, used to be driven by that.
Yeah.
And then it's like now it's like, with so much abundance and so much opportunity and stuff, we have to find reasons to motivate ourselves, you know?
Yeah. No, no, I know what you mean. Yeah. There's a lot of imagery, you know, and especially today, even more so, you know, with technology, dude. You know, imagery will always probably control us in some way, dude.
Yeah. I think that's instilled in our nature and what we reflect on into our universe, our reality.
Yeah,
you know,
that and sound, you know, sound too.
Yeah, seriously, like sound is like super huge.
Yeah, no, for sure.
Like, I don't know. There's a lot of. I mean, look at people who are deaf or not deaf, blind. You know, how much they rely on sound. Like they're able to hear.
Right.
They're able to see with what they hear and touch. You know.
No, I'm a big comic book guy, so like you mentioned, like that. It's like I think about Daredevil, right? That the character Daredevil, he's like a blind guy, so it's like he uses sound to. You know, that's cool. You know?
Yeah, I know. I remember watching the old movie, and like it's like everything's like it's like the Matrix. How he sees it is like a Matrix. You know, it's very spatial.
Yeah, like in real life. You know, I mean, without sound, yeah, I can't imagine.
Yeah.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, man, I love sound. I'd like to get more into acoustic stuff, like later on.
Right.
Later on, whenever.
Do you play any instruments?
Yeah, I play guitar.
Oh, wow.
I play guitar. I can play ukulele. Bass guitar a little bit. I'm not like super like I don't thrash like that.
Yeah.
Or not thrash, shred like that.
Right.
You know, but
I want a guitar, man. Yeah.
It's fun, man. I mean, I've been playing like a little bit here and there. I don't really listen. Like I learn songs here and there, but I really just like to play the same chords over and over again. Try and learn new chords, and I'll apply it to beats and stuff. I have beats with me playing guitar.
Do you sample that? Would you take that into the production and use it? Like, in a live track. Oh, okay, cool.
If I find chords I like, and I try and figure it out.
So you make your beats then?
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Okay, that's awesome, dude. Like,
yeah.
Wow. And what program do you use?
I use Logic.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. What do you use?
I use Ableton.
Ableton. That's sick. Yeah. So that's gonna be the second program. Probably third because I really want to learn Pro Tools.
Right.
Just in case, I'm ever in a studio that doesn't have Logic.
Right.
And I have Pro Tools, but I just procrastinate.
I mean, Logic. A lot of Logic's a pretty big one too.
Yeah.
I mean, I wouldn't know. I mean. Like that's Mac based, right? Yeah. So
yeah, and if I go to a place that has PC and they only have Pro Tools and it's a studio and I need to do something, like I want to be able to know what to do.
Definitely.
Like I have a song that's all mixed and mastered. The engineer never finished it. Well, he finished it, but he wasn't like doing what I needed him to do. And so I was like, honestly, man, just send me it. Send me what you got. And
were you paying for this service?
Yeah, I was paying for the service. Wow. So I was just like super annoyed. I was like, this is pretty unprofessional. And all I wanted was you to like like it's just a lot of miscommunication where it was like I asked for them this, I told them the circumstances, and it was just like, okay, he sent it back, it sounds cool, but can you fix this? Can you fix that? And then it was lag, fixed it, lag, fixed that, and then it's over like 3-4 months, and I'm just like, honestly, dude, you should just send me the template, I'll just finish it myself.
Dang, man.
And then I got the template, and I'm like, okay, now I need to figure out how his template is rigged, which is cool. But man, deconstructing somebody else's mixing template, that's a whole learning curve.
I can't imagine, man. I think another misconception maybe is like people think that, you can just get a program and like start making beats and stuff. But like, you think about the mastering process and all that. Yeah. And the finalization and how much money it can cost, to really get your music out there. It's crazy, especially with distribution. Like I'm using SoundCloud right now because I paid for like a yearly membership to kind of use it. So I'm just going to see how that goes for now. And then I'll move over to like spending money on Spotify or getting my music, distributed like that. But I definitely want to build an audience first before I do that. I don't know. I don't know. I mean, I could make that investment, but it gets expensive.
Man. I think, it's expensive.
Yeah,
that's kind of where I'm at right now. I would say, like when I was like 21, 22, and I was like, oh, I have all this music, and then once I started putting it out, I was like, okay, I'm putting it out at the wrong times. You know what I mean?
Right.
And then once I really started doing the research, like a couple of years later, I'm like, oh, there's a whole nother side to the industry, a whole nother side to being an artist, a whole nother side of being an entrepreneur that I have no idea about.
Right.
And that was distribution.
Yeah.
That was marketing and, making connections.
Yeah, no, there is a lot more once you, go into it. Yeah, definitely, man. It's something that I'm starting to see a lot more, definitely.
Yeah. And it's cool. I like the part of like, I'm not mad. I'm like, oh, crap.
It's fun.
I gotta
it's
do
fun
this.
to learn. It's fun to learn. I love learning myself. And, I do a lot of my visuals and marketing myself, and of course, you got to do it yourself these days. But it's tough.
Man.
You got to spend on programs and a lot of assets, even if you're even doing like post-production for video content.
Yeah.
That's a whole nother, it's a whole nother expense if you want to get into the pro aspect of all of that.
Yeah. Video editing, I can do it. I enjoy it. I enjoy the video editing, but man, like I don't nearly put as much time into it as what I've put into what I else have going on.
Yeah.
What else I have going on. So it's like, we're
only human.
Yeah,
man. You gotta pick, like music or videos.
Yeah.
You can do a little bit of it, but there's no way that you're gonna master it all, man.
No.
It'd be nice. It'd be nice if we were machines like that.
Oh, yeah. I mean, that's why I want to get into AI.
Okay.
I'm like, man, if I could have AI reel up some stuff for me.
And that costs money now too, right?
Yeah.
Like a lot of those. Yeah.
I actually pay for ChatGPT.
Wow. Okay.
$20 a month.
Is it $20 a month?
Just for the more advanced one.
Wow.
And I was using it for a lot. I used it a lot for teaching.
Okay.
I was using it to make assignments in the beginning because I had no idea what I was doing.
Don't let them know that.
Oh, they know. I tell them. I was like, I made this spelling test off of ChatGPT.
Oh, wow. Okay.
And they're like, I don't think they really fully understand until we started watching CNN 10 a lot, which is like this thing geared towards like kids, high school, junior high, like the news.
Okay. It's like a kids news.
It's CNN, but for kids.
Oh, okay.
It's more like for kids.
Gotcha.
It's interesting.
Yeah.
For them. For me, I'm like CNN. So,
right.
Yeah. So, and the one thing they say, the slogan is, where we tell you what to think. That's what they say. They say that. They're like, CNN 10, where we tell you what to think.
No way.
I swear to God.
That's literally like the slogan?
I swear to God, he said that today. And that was the first time I noticed it. And I was like,
wow.
Has he been saying that this whole time? And I kind of wanted to like interrupt and be like, no, that doesn't mean what you guys think. It's just information.
I have my thoughts about that. It's weird. It seems like a lot of like companies or, people who run things are like really mask off lately. Like I heard Wendy's like wanted to do surge pricing, right? Like, I don't know what that has to do with this, but like, just like people, like like companies, they're making the decisions for us.
Yeah.
Like if that's what they want us to think, that's what we're going to think. If that's what they want us to pay, that's what we're going to pay. Like, it just seems like it's mask off. Like they don't care anymore that if we say like, no, that's not what we want to think.
Yeah.
No, that's not what we want to pay. Like, I don't know. That weird thought. I didn't mean to go deep.
No, you're right though. And it's so weird. Ever since like 2020,
right.
especially during the George Floyd protests and stuff with all the Black Lives Matter stuff, like, and how companies started, promoting that. It was like, it's cool to see that, but at the same time, it's like, well, we pushed them to start doing that, and ever since then, I just feel like companies have been more like trying to cater to us and stuff, but like they're still corrupt.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, you could do this and that for the community, but like, what are you really doing for the community?
Right. It just comes off like disingenuous, right? Is the word. Like, it's just like, yeah, we care, but like, do you really like matter?
Yeah, it's all marketing.
Right.
You can make a more diverse ad, and that's cool. Like, that's great, but that's only one part of it.
And that goes back to what we were talking about earlier about image. It's all about, I guess, it's all about, I guess, that image, that you can maintain that image, if, trust us, the most trusted name in news, right? CNN, right?
Yeah.
If we're using CNN as an
where
analogy.
we tell you what to think.
Wow. See, I never heard that one.
It's only for the kids, man. It's only for the
crazy.
kids.
That's crazy. All right.
Maybe they don't always say it.
Yeah.
I'm going to start paying attention, though.
Yeah.
But he said it yesterday. I don't know. And it's the same guy, and the kids like him.
It just doesn't sound
Looks like
right.
The Rock.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, really?
Yeah.
Like he has. Oh, he has. Oh,
he's just bald.
He's a bald guy. Yeah. I was thinking about Momoa right now. I get them confused.
No.
Yeah.
Wrong Rock.
Wrong Rock.
With the real Rock.
Right. I saw The Rock, actually.
Oh, really?
In San Diego, yeah.
Oh, that's sick.
Yeah, I saw him at Comic-Con.
Oh, dude, Comic-Con.
Yeah, I'm a big nerd. Like I even, I think I mentioned Daredevil earlier.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm big into comic books, so yeah. Yeah, I went to Comic-Con. I used to go to Comic-Con for like 5 years, and I didn't get in last year, so now it's like my run's over. And
is it the same time is it around the same time every year?
Yeah, it's in July. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, dude, that's sick.
Yeah.
I like those. I like the convention stuff.
It was fun because, you get to see a lot of like the, celebrities, and, I don't know where you can go and you get to see celebrities like that. It's just cool. Like, if you're into that thing, if you like the movies and stuff like that.
Yeah, for sure. Whether it's Avengers or anime
dude, it's a big vending, like, you've been to conventions.
Yeah, I went to the NAMM show this year.
Oh, what?
So, like, I can only imagine. And ever since I've been going to the NAMM show, I've just been super impressed with, like, the output of what you get in return. Because it's like, I'm going to NAMM, and I'm like, the first year I went last year, I went with Izzy from the A-Team.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that. Wow.
Me, him, and then Danny. Do you know Danny?
Yes.
Yeah.
I believe so.
So we went together, and it was all our first time. We were just super, like, overwhelmed. There's so much to do. And so we were in the Serato section.
Wow.
Or not just Serato, but just where all the DJ stuff was.
Sure.
And it was just incredible.
Okay.
Just the whole DJ community was there. Wow. Legends.
Yeah.
People who, I'm sure there's so many more people I didn't even recognize.
And outside, like around the city, like they're all around. There's like events after NAMM and a lot of after parties and stuff like that, right? Too.
Yeah,
and
dude. And we didn't even do that.
Famous DJs and stuff, I'm sure. Yeah.
Yeah. Especially being in LA. Well, right. Anaheim, but LA.
Right.
So, yeah, that first year, we only went one day, and I was like, wow, that was, like, super dope.
And like you said, networking, right? Like, was it a big networking
Oh,
opportunity?
yeah, man. If you have the opportunity to, like, connect with somebody there, it's the place to do it.
Right.
Matter of fact, I encourage everybody, if you are in the music industry in some way, or even film, any type of audio service, I highly suggest that you go to the NAMM show and get you some stickers, make some friends, talk to some people, go to some panels. It's cool to look at all the gear, but at some point, all the gear is going to be the same. Yeah. Unless you're selling gear. Then that's different.
No, the panels are definitely where, like, most of the knowledge is, right, with conventions, and most of the meat and, like, just getting to hear from, like, professionals.
Oh, yeah.
Their insider, everything. It's definitely fun. Oh, no, for sure.
Yeah, and they interact with you, and they're very open to they allow you to allow you to pick their brain to a certain level.
Sure.
I'm not gonna say they're gonna let you talk to them all day, but if you have an opportunity to talk to somebody and ask them a question, you know, do your thing.
Oh yeah, definitely. No, for sure. You know, ask. You know, that's good. Good to be curious, if anything.
Yeah, man. Like, so this year when I only went 2 days, and I did only the panels. So Friday and Saturday. I was gonna do Sunday, but I was like, oh, man, I'm just gonna get home late. I gotta work the next day. So
was there a lot of people?
Oh yeah, dude. Yeah. There's so many people.
Really?
And it's, you know, you gotta think it's more than just hip hop. It's also like it's not just hip hop.
It's all the gear, right?
Industry.
It's all the gear, right? It's
the gear. It's engineers. Right? Yeah. It's educators. It's musicians.
Oh, right.
It's just every community of the music industry you can think.
Right. No, like the program companies and everything.
Oh yeah, and there's new program companies.
Yeah.
There's people that are like building apps where if you put on a. Are you allergic to cats?
No, not at all.
Cool. This is Lotus.
I noticed it.
Yeah,
cool cat.
Yeah, he's super cool. He was listening to binaural beats yesterday. I was tripping.
Oh, right.
You know, like the little sound bowls where they like vibrate.
Okay, yeah, it like makes noise.
Yeah, it's supposed to be like a certain frequency of the chakras or something.
Oh yeah, no, I don't know anything about that. But yeah, no, it's for sure.
He was like chilling, listening to that stuff, and every time I play music and stuff, like he's always listening and stuff.
Oh yeah, is it like to calm you down? Like, does it help you like calm? Like,
I'll write to it
to get like in a meditative state, kind of.
Yeah, I usually do it before bed.
Okay.
Because my mind is always going.
Oh, okay.
So it's always like nice to just have something to like ground myself before I go to bed.
No, I recently got exposed to like meditation and mindfulness kind of like techniques just to kind of get you in the moment, you know, because sometimes your mind drifts away and you don't even realize it, you know, that you're not really, you know, present, you know, in the moment and what you're doing. And as a DJ, I feel like that's what I have to do. I have to be in the moment when I'm on stage, when I press play, when I cue up a track. I have to be in the moment, and so yeah. I know. So if you can be anything that helps you be in the moment, you know, just do it.
Yeah, literally, because that's like sometimes we just get stuck in autopilot.
Yeah, totally.
You know, especially being in the panels and stuff like. It's so easy to kind of be like, oh, wow, you know, just start thinking. But if you sit there and actually listen, you're getting such valuable information.
Oh, right.
So like those 2 days of panels, it was one thing I really wanted to be in the moment for.
Yeah.
And like
you gotta turn your brain into a sponge, you know, and absorb everything.
So I'm taking notes, you know what I mean? And it's like, oh man, that was the most educational weekend I'd had in a long time.
It's weird how fun those panels can be, though. You know, it's weird.
Oh yeah, man.
It's like a room full of people, right? And you're all listening to these panelists talk. Yeah, it's fun.
And they're like right here.
Yeah.
You know, they're like from me to this camera.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, pretty close. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's cool.
This really popular and successful engineer, Mixed by Ollie. He was TDE's in-house engineer. He came up with all of them, and he's still. I'm not too sure if he's still. I'm sure he's part of TDE still. He's still doing a lot of records, but he has his own record label, his own studio, and he has his own platform called Engineers.
Wow. Okay.
Ears.
Yeah.
And his whole thing is he's building a platform for just any sound engineer to get verified on the platform and be able to run their services straight from out of there. And now they're doing a new program where it's like you can be an engineer certified studio and be verified on there. And so you can go to find a studio on there, kind of like Airbnb.
Oh, right. So he's like renting out studios, kind of?
No, it's more like, say I have a studio here. I wanted to put it on Engineer. So whenever somebody's in Turlock or Modesto, they can just come here, you know.
And like record some vocals or record some strings or something that whatever. Like, yeah, okay.
And it has all the information, previous work.
Get some sound and stuff.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, cool. No,
so he had a panel, and oh man, the people he had were brilliant. You know, he had people who are mixing for Coyle Ray, Tyler.
Yeah. Wow, okay, yeah.
Just anybody.
So all the hot girls that are like,
yeah, you know,
the really like up and coming talent names. You know,
yeah, man.
For sure.
But even like legends, like this one guy, $1 Million Snare. I forgot his other name, but mastering engineer, Kendrick Lamar, Baby Keem, all of them.
Wow, okay,
Producers, one produced for NBA YoungBoy.
Okay.
We had Hit Boy, who's a really popular DJ, producer. Hit Boy was there. Smino was there. And they're talking and they're giving out game, whether they're an engineer, producer, artist, own a business, and it was super inclusive. Wow. The last day, with this panel, like you said, just being in the room, being in the present moment, absorbing the energy from the crowd and the stage. He had this guy who was produced. He goes by Cheese. He produced for NBA YoungBoy. He had The Alchemist, Cardo Got Wings, and then Mixed by Ali, and then a couple other people who I can't remember their names. But yeah, dude, it was such a good time, and everyone's vibing together.
Heck yeah,
and you're part of that community base.
Yeah. Do they play samples? Did they play anything or any exclusive tracks or something that they share with you? They
Not
do.
that one.
Yeah.
They didn't play anything, but the guy who mixed Tyler, I can't even think of his name. There's just so many people. But the guy who mixed Tyler's song, he showed us how he mixed it on stage. They had a little setup booth with the universal audio interface.
The hit song, the Water song?
Yeah. Wow, he showed he deconstructed it from the and I thought he was just going to go vocals. Because, it takes a long time to mix a record, let alone go through everything and give out valuable information.
Yeah.
It turned into an hour and a half, hour and 45 minutes. And, dude, he went all the way from the vocals, the vocal stack, to the freaking bass.
Wow. So he showed you how to make the song. Yeah.
Pretty much. I mean, not make it, but just how he mixed it. So when a lot of engineers, they get the song that's produced and then they get bounced out with stems. Sometimes those stems have plugins on them. Sometimes they don't. I'm not too sure. I think some of the plugins, actually, matter of fact, I think they bounced it to him with the plugins already on. So he just got, 24, 25 tracks, how many.
Wow.
But the vocal stack was impressive, man. Seeing the backgrounds.
Yeah.
And then a lot of the backgrounds were all one thing. They wanted that one sound. And he just elevated it.
Well, I'm thinking about the track now, and it's kind of like an Amma piano, right? Right? It's an Amma piano type of electronic.
Oh yeah, and he showed us that bass.
Yeah.
There's 3 bass layers on that.
Yeah. No, I like Amma piano actually. I'd love to play that kind of music. I just don't know
where.
Yeah, where people would want to listen to Amma piano. I don't know. I feel like it'd be more of a day party type of vibe, beachy. Kind of
they played in the city. There's places in Oakland and Frisco that play it, man. I haven't been. I know DJ Kenzo
by the ocean. Yeah. So,
DJ Kenzo, shout out to DJ Kenzo. He be knowing about all that.
Oh, okay.
I think even in Sacramento at Lowbrow, there's some popular DJs that play that there.
Wow. And, no, that's cool. I that's the thing about me is I love all the genres.
Yeah.
I try not to be, coming back into the scene. I definitely like I think I said earlier, cater to all sounds, and I know here in the Valley it's very there's a lot a big range of what people like. There's a lot of Latino type, music and hip hop, of course, and so it's maybe even bridging those gaps is interesting, and it's weird. It's I guess coming back to the scene now, people like more music than they did before.
Oh yeah. I would say people's music taste is super diverse.
Yeah.
I mean, people who listen, you wouldn't, okay, think about the first wave of reggaeton that was out back in the 2000s.
Okay.
I don't know. I didn't grow up with any of that. The only reggaeton was Gasolina. I would hardly even could say that's reggaeton. Right. But I guess, I would say it is.
Yeah, no, heck yeah.
But I never thought about it, growing up, my parents aren't playing that.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I just started listening to music in Spanish in the last 5 years, 6 years.
Yeah.
Bad Bunny, when Bad Bunny came out and people were like, no, he's been out. And I was like, really? I only knew him about Drake.
Oh, right.
Because Drake brought him into that more pop scene.
Sure.
So it's crazy. It's really dope to see Latin artists really break down pop doors, because I feel like American and English music have had such a hold hold on what's popular. Yes, sir, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for listening to Know Your Substance podcast. This is the season finale for season 1. Stay tuned for season 2, coming very soon this summer 2024. I hope it's the best that you'll ever experience in the 209 area. Stay tuned.
The thing about Latin music, it's it's very very dance oriented. Whether it be slower or faster. There's a lot of it's got that beat.
Yeah,
it's got that danceable.
It's very it drives you
dance. Yeah, I feel like if there's one thing that I connect within Latin music and being a Latino as well. Is that, is those dance roots, I feel like there's, it's there to get you to move, whether it be, slow or fast or whatever in between. So,
yeah. And that's one thing I wish hip hop was.
Oh, okay.
I wish hip hop had more dance elements. I mean, maybe that's questionable with some songs.
Gotcha.
But there's some songs, it's like, how do you dance to this?
Right.
You know what I mean? Like back in the day, like when it was a lot of break beats, in the 80s and 90s,
it was all about dance.
Yeah.
It was all about doing a dance, Yeah, totally.
That's why DJs will loop the break. And people would break dance.
Yeah, right.
Like, it was those drums. Mm-hmm. And now it's like you have certain songs, it's like, it's not really dancing, it's drilling. You know what I mean? People drill to it rather than dance, and that's unfortunate.
I'm not too familiar. What is drilling?
Just drilling is like a street term for making plays in the streets. Like,
okay, I'm gonna look bad for saying that.
No, bro, you're good. Not a lot of people know, but drill music. Like you've heard of drill music.
I've heard the term. No, I've heard the term. I just don't. I didn't know.
It's just trap music.
Okay,
really.
Right.
It's no different from trap music.
Right. And trap has some electronic element. A lot of electronic elements,
sure.
if anything.
That
used to be the bridge that we would use. Early on. Was trap music to get people that liked hip hop to like, electronic music, but now it's like I guess hip hop kind of took that back, right?
That's true. I never even thought about that.
Yeah,
because I remember trap being like super popular, and it was just like remixes of trap songs, but it was still that like
it was electronic. Well, a lot of it electronic. Yeah,
it was, but it was just still the same like BPM.
Yeah,
it was just a little bit more like. I guess more synthesizer based.
Yeah.
A lot more, I can't even think about when it like.
More electronic.
Yeah. More rises.
Yeah.
More rises, more the drums like going higher.
Right.
And then the drop.
Yeah, right. I mean, I don't know. I think that there's a new, hip hop's bridged the gap again recently with the new track with Fred again. I don't know if you saw it.
Oh, with Baby Keem.
Is it Lil Yachty? I think it's
Leave Me Alone.
There's that one too, but then there's a new one that came out with
really?
Lil Yachty. I think there's a new.
I'm gonna have to check that out.
Yeah, man. Yeah, for sure. So I think that we'll see what happens, man. It's coming together. A lot. I like it.
I like it too. I think all types of music. That's
like
new.
you said, danceable. To make it danceable.
Yeah,
to make
for
that
sure.
hip hop danceable is like something that I like.
Yeah, man.
As a DJ.
Oh yeah, for sure. Like even like as DJing hip hop, like that's what I mainly do. I do open format, which is I do whatever I feel like I can't have to do to get the job done.
Yeah.
But like,
right.
You know what I mean? Like there's a lot of songs that are dope, but
do you ever throw any house in your tracks, in your sets?
It depends, man.
Yeah.
When I was at Grand Cru the last few times, I did a few songs here and there.
Really?
When I got more upbeat.
Wow.
It just depends if I feel like the crowd's gonna gravitate towards it.
Right. It's got to be a certain song, huh?
Yeah, and it's gotta be like.
And the Crew is an interesting little place to play house music, right?
Yeah, like I've seen it done. Like when I'd see Izzy play there, like he'd throw some tracks and people were gravitating towards it.
I wasn't here in those earlier open houses, but they were at the Crew, huh?
Yeah, that's where they started.
Oh, wow, that's where they started. Yeah, I didn't
that's
know
where they
that.
started.
I didn't know that.
On Thursdays.
Oh, okay. And then they moved to where they're at Series. Yeah.
Yeah, because when Crew was starting to close down, so.
And you DJ for them a lot, huh?
I only did it towards like the end before they closed. So I started last year around like April or May.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. So that was cool. That was cool to like be able to go there because it was somewhere I always wanted to DJ when I first started going out again after COVID.
Yeah, no. They're like, and did they start? They started before COVID or after?
Yeah, they were around before COVID, I would say.
Okay. Oh yeah.
From what I remember,
they're one of the bigger names out here, huh?
Crew.
Yeah.
Yeah, they were for a minute. I mean, at least in Turlock. I mean, what else is there going on in Turlock?
I don't know.
You have Utter Place, but not everybody likes that. You know what I mean?
Line dancing.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like, which is cool. Like, if you like that, I know a lot of people who do. Like, but I
don't know how to DJ that. I can't DJ that music. There's DJs that do it though.
But it's like line dancing because really is just knowing country music.
But it's like some of the music's not even really country.
No, it's not.
It's like I don't even know what it is.
They'll do it to anything.
It's weird.
They'll do it to Taylor Swift. They don't give a shit.
Okay. All right, but I do like the communal aspect that they have when they dance.
Yeah.
There's
a culture to it.
Yeah, if there was something like that we could get like the whole dance floor moving like that all the time at the clubs here in Modesto, so that'd be really cool.
Oh yeah.
The only club that has that kind of energy that I've seen is like Spotlight, but I haven't been to the other places. But
Spotlight, yeah, for sure.
I know it's like
put the right song on, people go crazy.
It gets so like packed in there. It's like it's just wild. I love the vibes though.
Yeah, I like Spotlight a lot too, but it does get packed. Yeah. I think it needs to be more inclusive. In my personal opinion, I feel like it should be more. What's the right word? Limited. That's not the right word.
So do they pack it? Are you saying they pack it?
I think they overpack it to make it enjoyable.
Yeah.
Like that. But that's me. Like some people like feeling like they're in a concert. You know what I mean?
Right. Like they can't breathe. Like
some people like that, fighting their way to get a drink.
Yeah.
Just crowd surf me to the bathroom.
That's what I remember. I remember walking in and having to like.
Yeah.
To get to the bar, dude.
If people were more friendly and you could be like, hey, bro, can you guys crowd surf me to the bathroom? And you just see people crowd surfing.
Right.
I think that would solve a lot of the problems.
Right. It's a small little club, though.
Yeah. So. If I could just crowd surf all over, then I don't have to worry about saying, excuse me. I think that'd be okay.
Yeah, no, for sure.
Nah, but Spotlight's sick, man. It's fun. It's dope to see Spotlight like grow because I was going there when they were first opening up. And just to see it, like, it become this new place, like, it's so cool.
It's fairly new?
Yeah, man, I would say it's 2022.
Right. So a couple years, yeah.
Yeah, a couple years now.
I mean...
Maybe early 2023. And it's owned by Palladium.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
So, they have the same people working and stuff and all that, And
that's the thing, Modesto, we're lucky to have, like... some nightlife here.
Oh yeah, bro. There's places that have no nightlife.
Yeah.
Nothing.
Yeah.
like literally nothing.
I mean, Modesto has been known for its nightlife, I think, for a long time.
Oh yeah, since the Fat Cat.
Oh, right, that's right. Fat Cat. That's gone?
It's gone. Like
okay.
it's been.
I haven't heard that name in like. Whoa.
I've never been to the Fat Cat, but everybody else I know has. That's older than me.
That was like the venue. That was where people would come through, like famous acts and all that.
Yeah. Pitbull, Andre Nicotina.
Yeah. Andre Nicotina, dude.
Who else? There's a lot of people.
Yeah.
I think Mac Dre been there. There's so many people. We need another place like that. We need a venue. Gallo is cool, but
that's exclusive.
It's more exclusive for sure, and
it's
not like super intimate. I would say
it's not. I haven't been in there myself. But
I mean, it's really beautiful in there. Shout out to Gallo. It's a beautiful place.
Yeah,
I mean, George Lopez has been there.
Yeah.
They have big names, but like to have a venue like a Regency Ballroom or a Ace of Spades in Sacramento. Or
you mean like with the floor?
Yeah,
like
with a floor.
Like you're talking about a floor.
Yeah, with real promotion going on, like a Catalyst.
Okay.
Like the small room of the Catalyst.
Did you already say the Ace of Spades?
Yeah.
Did you? Yeah. Okay, all right. Yeah. I was thinking about that place.
Yeah.
Right.
Or in Oakland. Crap, I can't remember it now. Super small. Oakland. I don't know. I'm gonna just put it right here. But
but
yeah, Oakland like has a really sick one, man.
Yeah.
Like it's super dope, and it's like a little outside patio. Like I like those small
like
venues.
like a dedicated like a venue, like a real venue. Yeah, I don't know if anybody's gonna invest in building something like that here in Modesto.
Honestly, you put enough money into the market or into that business, and you put enough money to get these artists to come, people will come.
Yeah, I'd hope,
I think they come. I talk to people in LA and all over California for the most part. They know who, for the most part, they probably know where Modesto is.
Yeah. Oh, really?
If they don't know Modesto, they know Stockton.
Oh, okay.
And if they don't know Stockton or Modesto, they know Sacramento.
Right.
It's a whole nother market in Modesto.
Yeah.
And we're surrounded by a bunch of colleges.
It's true. I'm thinking about it now that you're saying that. Yeah, it's like Modesto does have a lot of potential. And it always has. That's the thing. And like you said, having the right, venue, right? I don't know. I've heard that the city kind of doesn't like.
It's the city.
They don't like it. They don't like partying.
No.
Yeah.
We have a bunch of churches here. There's a lot of money that's being put into the community from the churches and stuff.
Right.
I believe.
They've shut down a lot of progress in that aspect, right?
Yeah.
I mean, we used to have a festival, right? We used to have
X-Fest.
Yeah, right. We used to have X-Fest. I remember being known for that. It was always X-Fest. I was too young to go, but
yeah, it sounded sick.
it sounded sick. Yeah, it sounded, and it heard it got cracking.
Yeah, man. I guess because a couple people died one year, and so
did they really?
Yeah.
Oh gosh.
From what I believe,
I didn't hear about that. Yeah. That sucks, dude.
I think I don't know. I feel like
something happened. Because
people get messed up. Yeah,
that's understandable. The valleys, we get rowdy.
Yeah, man. People don't know how to act. Because we don't have that many nice things.
Is that what it is?
Well, I mean, it's like, this is what, when they're saying, like, this is why we don't have nice things. And it's like, well, we don't know how to act with nice things.
Yeah.
It's like we get a brand new car. We never had a brand new car before, and we crash it. It's like, well,
yeah,
you didn't know it had sport mode. You know what I mean? Like,
people are just bored, huh? Out
yeah.
here. Yeah.
And I don't know. I mean, everybody's different. Don't want to generalize, but
no, I understand. No, and that's the thing. I recently came across that myself. I went out and almost got into an altercation, and it's like, why? Why does that have to be the vibe here in the valley? That doesn't have to be. We don't have. No fighting.
No, it's so small here.
Yeah.
There's no reason to fight.
No.
I probably know somebody that knows you, and they're gonna be like, "Why are you trying to fight him?" You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Even in high school, it was the altercations I had. I was cool with everybody, but the altercation was
that's another thing. What we're saying is it's like everybody knows each other here, and it's like if we're gonna there's gonna be bickering. It's like we're gonna end up running into you again. It's like
and I think that's
one
of the problems that happens in the nightlife after 159 when people are getting hurt outside of whatever club they're at or whatever bar. You know what I mean? It's just it's so small. We're gonna see each other. So what's the point of beefing? We gotta stick together. You know what I mean? I don't know. What put a lot of perspective into that whole thing is being in the Bay Area. I was DJing at the Condor, which is a strip club, or not the Condor, at Club Vanity.
Wow.
Which is a strip club in San Francisco.
Wow, you played at the Vanity.
Yeah.
I've heard of the place. Yes.
Yeah.
It looks
sick, man.
It looks cool.
It's pretty cool. It's a beautiful club.
I bet it is.
The Condor was cool. I didn't DJ there, but I got I kind of picked up how to kind of MC and DJ at the same time.
Wow.
Through that, just learning from the other DJs.
Yeah, MC.
Shout out to them.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, it was just being out there. It goes back to that. This is why we don't have nice things. It's you got to really carry yourself a certain way when you're in the city, especially the strip club. The strip club's it's a very unique.
It's a little iffy.
It's a very unique.
Okay, very
environment.
unique. Okay.
There's a lot of bullshit. A lot of
I heard you need a lot of money. That's all I know.
Oh yeah.
You need a lot of money.
Or at least act like you have a lot of money.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Until you
all
don't,
right.
and you think you're gonna get lucky.
Right. Yeah.
There's a lot of weird shit that goes on. But
you were there to work. You were there.
Yeah, my friends were working there.
Okay.
One as a dancer, one as a cocktail waitress. So I was very they're like, hey, try and DJ there. And I'm like,
Okay.
All right, bet. I was like, I'll try. You know, I'm not gonna like I wanted to, like, it was like, yeah, for sure. But I was also like very like timid getting into it, you know?
Yeah.
Because I was like, I don't really know what's going on.
But like once you set your mind to it, were you able to get the gig?
Oh yeah, it took time though. It took a lot of BS to get through. But it was fun. The process was fun.
Okay.
You know, I really had to work for it, which was rewarding at the end.
Interesting.
And you know, I started getting gigs here. When I started DJing at My Mimosas a lot, come around 2022, that's when they're like, oh wow, you're doing this in Modesto. All right, let's go.
My Mimosas has a cool little they have a cool setup.
Dude,
but
it's
I don't know.
Beautiful.
I don't know. I mean, I don't know. It's hard to It's hard to get people out on lately.
Yeah, it's hard to get people to do stuff that. Like, because My Mimosas used to be like a Latin reggaeton.
Is that what it is?
Yeah, like when I was DJing there, it was like Latin reggaeton, hip hop.
Okay.
Like it was one of those clubs, you know, and they started falling, they lost a lot of business over time, and now they're rebranding with more EDM and Latin.
I've noticed, yeah.
And
they've been giving a lot of chances to like the more EDM scene.
Yeah. And I think it's going to take time to establish that new face.
Right.
Especially in the downtown scene. And I think it's going to happen. I just think it has to be consistent.
If it's interesting that you say that. I've kind of felt the same way that people are starting to like look at what we're doing here in the Valley in terms of like the little rave scene that we have. Yeah. It's not small. I would say it's growing. It's getting pretty big.
Yeah.
But people are starting to look over at it, and at the Valley, and it's always been like looking at the Bay or
Yeah.
Sacramento even has like a really awesome scene.
Oh, Sacramento's so fun.
Sacramento's like awesome. Yeah.
I think Sacramento's the most slept on city in California.
Yeah, and I wouldn't doubt it.
That's the realest thing I'll say. Like, because, like, man, Sacramento has such a good climate. Like, for nightlife. It's so nice at night.
It's like hot at night. Yeah,
yeah.
it's like warm. Yeah.
I mean, the summer's different, but but
it has like a city vibe at the same time. Like a city in the Valley. It's like it's like having like a San Francisco in the Valley or something like that.
Yeah, man. I mean, for us, it's close, but it has a lot of great DJs. It has a lot of good pop-ups, a lot of good farmers markets, a lot of good stores, bars, clubs. Like, I don't know. I just really like Sacramento. I wouldn't mind living in Sacramento at all.
No, yeah, me neither. Or something that like just feels like a city. You know, like feels like where you can actually walk around instead of needing a car for everything.
Yeah,
out here,
Yeah, and you have the Sacramento River right there. It's beautiful. Yeah. I think Sacramento.
Like you can just
dope.
like walk.
Yeah,
that's what I mean. It's like you could walk from the river to. Like
Midtown.
Downtown, Midtown, go eat something, and like there's just so many places to eat, like you said, just everything is over there. Yeah,
it's a good culture, I would say, and it's very diverse and very like there's a lot to do.
Yeah, totally.
Like, I don't know. I went there recently for my sister's birthday, and we went to the Flamingo House.
Oh yeah,
my
cool.
friend bartends there, and I have people. I mean, we all know people that DJ there.
Yeah.
Especially for open decks.
Yeah, right. No, I know that there's a lot of like friends of mine that DJ the Flamingo. I've never had the opportunity myself, but I've seen that there's like an open decks that they have sometimes.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, no.
It's
they do
fun.
like a silent. Is it that where they do the
silent disco?
Oh, silent disco as well. Yeah.
That's cool.
Never been to that one.
Yeah, people have asked me if I would be willing to invest in silent disco and start doing it.
Invest.
Yeah,
because you got to buy like the headsets on and the receiver and all that. Is that expensive?
I haven't even looked into it, to be honest. I'm honestly, I mean, I could look into it and probably like, maybe, but like, I don't know.
Would that open up like more places that you could play?
You know what? I would honestly.
That would open it up. That would open it up to like other places that maybe like don't want to hear it.
Yeah, like especially if clubs have a smaller room.
Maybe even here in Turlock, man, do it.
Yeah, why not? I would love to. It's not something I'm not opposed to, but just like eventually, it's something I'm willing to invest in for sure.
I don't know, like I said, how much that would be, but
I mean, if I got 3 DJs,
and
I have
Don't forget about me.
We're gonna clip this up, and you're gonna be right there with me
For sure. Yeah. No. Hey, if you need the rave sound,
Yeah, it's more for storage. I mean, like, it's having like 60 pairs of headphones,
right? Yeah,
and then like a receiver. I guess it wouldn't be that much.
Yeah. Okay. One thing I will say is I've done a disco, and I put on the headphones, and it's like it was really staticky.
Really,
it didn't sound good. It wasn't good quality. So I don't know if that was just happened to get bad headphones or,
just some messed up alcohol spilled on headphones. Haven't cleaned their ears in a week or two.
But if it's cool quality and people, I mean, I can see myself wanting to do that too.
Yeah, man, I think it'd be dope. I think having it at my mimosas would be sick too.
Oh, yeah.
Like, why not? That stage is big enough to have like 2 DJs.
They typically blast it there, though.
They blast the music. That. On Saturday, oh my gosh. Shout out to Izzy, man. He plays his techno loud, and he'll admit it.
Did he play at my mimosas?
Yeah, he played there on Saturday.
Oh, okay.
Oh, man, he cranked that up. I was like, he's been wanting to do this for a while. He always tells me, he's like, man, my mimosas has such a great sound system. Like, I know. So when he was saying that before his set, I was like, he's going to crank that. And he cranked it. Like, it sounded like the clubs I'd been to in LA. He took me for New Year's one day, when me and Izzy and a few other friends, we went to this warehouse party. I'm trying to think of the name of the promoters. Like 3 1 something. I don't know.
LA, huh?
Yeah, it was LA. 3 a.m. club or something. 6 a.m. club, actually, something like that. And dude, it was like 2 nights of like techno till 6 a.m., 10 o'clock to 6 a.m. And somewhere in an industrial ass place. And the music was so loud. He gave us earplugs and stuff, but it was a good experience. It was dope. But he had that loud.
That's one thing that it's like I forget to do is, being in the music industry is you really need to protect your ears.
Yeah.
And, making songs, like I just started, producing music myself. And I noticed that like I need to protect my hearing to do the mastering, because I need to be able to hear the, like you said, the leveling and everything. It's like the nuances of the music. It's,
the loudness.
It's tedious, man.
Yeah.
But
and I meant Israel, Izzy R.
Oh, okay.
Not Izzy does it.
Okay, yeah. Well, yeah.
I don't know
Izzy.
if you know him.
Yeah, shout out to all the Izzies out there.
Yeah, shout out to all the Izzies. Yeah. I wasn't sure. I was like, oh, I should probably
Izzy,
confirm.
Okay, yeah.
No, but dude, mastering process. So you do your own mixing and mastering?
I do, yeah.
Did you have any training or just YouTube?
Yeah, so it's all yeah, I don't know what I'm doing.
Hey, we never do, honestly.
But
that's all good.
I find myself, if it sounds good, and I try to, sometimes my mind will play tricks on me. I'll hear something for hours, and then I'll be like, wait, that's not right. But it was just right, like a couple minutes before. I don't know what
it's called. Ear fatigue.
Oh, really? Okay,
yeah.
well,
if you listen to something more than 30 minutes, maybe 20 minutes, especially at loud volumes, your ears they're not going to be
like consistently.
It's going to be a little distorted. Not distorted. It's going to be
like I find myself getting off beat. It's crazy.
Yeah, you're not going to, I don't want to say like an ear hallucination.
Yeah.
But you know what I mean? It's not going to sound the same, because I just started doing this when I mix a song. I set a timer, 15 minutes.
Really?
20 minutes. All right, what's my objective in these 20 minutes?
Wow.
Okay, I'm just going to level. Here, actually, You're
just going to tweak this one sound.
I was actually doing 10 minutes because I only had like 45 minutes, an hour, because I'm trying to go to bed early these days. So I'm like, 10 minutes. Okay, I'm just going to focus on the bass. That's what I always start with. 10 minutes. Boom. Kick. 808. All right. Going up. All right. Whatever. Okay. Timer's off by then. Stop. I don't even try and put plugins on it. If anything, I'll mess with the EQ. I'll mess with the compressor, and that's it.
Wow.
And then, all right. Next thing is the drums, which I treat 808 and kick separately from drums, which is the snare, hi-hats, and perks and stuff.
Right.
So then I'm spending 10 minutes leveling that. Then I take a step back, and it usually takes me 10 minutes. Takes me it goes by pretty fast. I usually get the drums done.
It's interesting. You can do a lot in 10 minutes.
Yeah,
but you
can overdo
and also nothing.
Lot.
You can also do nothing in 10 minutes or like hours.
Yeah,
it's
But sometimes leveling is just the best mixing.
But what you said about like the ear fatigue, I think that I spend so long. Once I get fixated on a project, I think everybody has this.
Yeah,
to some degree. It's hard to drop it, but I find myself like, I might need to do a timer like that because I find myself like getting worse.
Yeah.
After a long time of consistently listening and repeating, bars. And it's like,
dude, I've probably destroyed like 100 songs, 100 beats by listening to the same thing. And it gets to a point where it's like, is anybody going to notice?
No.
Like, you can make it for yourself, and that's cool, but are you even going to notice?
Right.
Are you even going to remember? Like, yeah, I remember.
Like, you just took out
I spent an hour on an 808 and a kick just so they sit right. Well, like, maybe 808 and kick, like, if it's muffled and stuff, but like...
It's so true.
But even like a snare, it's like, I don't know. You got to have... What my teacher, because I took engineering classes at Stan State, what he told me when I would show him what I was doing, and he'd be like, why'd you do that? And then I was like, I don't know. And he's like, so it's like, make sure you always have a reason on why you're doing it. Don't just do it because you feel like you have to.
So kind of like you can always overthink something then. And that's kind of like the lesson there.
Yeah.
Wow.
And it's like, have a reason. Be very purposeful when you're mixing. Like, and that's why it's like 10 minutes. Okay. And it's kind of fun. You want to see what you can get done in 10 minutes because you can overdo a lot in an hour.
Yeah.
And do nothing.
No, I'm definitely going to try this technique, at home. It's like, just give myself, instead of telling myself you need to finish this song.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll say, okay, you got 30 minutes to see what you can like kind of, what can you add to this track, or what can you change or do to this track in 30 minutes or I'm actually extending it because I don't know, 10 minutes seems like I probably wouldn't sit there for 10 minutes. I probably want to be there longer, but
well, I've seen like engineers mix and it's like ready, set, go, and they're like, okay, like they just know.
But they know where you're talking about, like they have the physical
equipment.
They're
doing the physical, but even on like in the box, as they would say, like even in the box, it's like, okay.
Right. On the computer.
Yeah. So it's like, I just trying to apply that mindset where it's like, let's just get it where it needs to be, and then we'll think later. Take a break.
So
listen to music on your breaks. I think that's the best way to
So the details are like the last thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because I used to be like, all right, I'm going to try and get this 808 to be so three-dimensional or whatever. And it's like, no, you don't need to do all that.
It's dynamic, right? Is that the word? It's called dynamic. Dynamic's the word, yeah.
You know what I mean? You could do whatever. You could turn... Because another mindset I try to have is it's easy to be an artist for me, like a rapper, just rapping on the beat. And it's like, okay, I like it. Then you be the producer and be like, okay, well, I'm making the beat. Now I want to add this and that. So what I like to go through stages. So, I make the beat and then I write and then I rap over it. Then this third stage would be arranging everything and doing the cuts and edits and the vocals. And I've already bounced this out to a whole nother track where I'm like, okay, everything is where they need to be. And then I do the leveling,
Okay.
Or sometimes it's vice versa. I get all the vocals, then I do the leveling, and then I do the production part of it. Well, I know I want this to rise or do this to dip or whatever, but I always make sure I get my leveling right. And then the final stage is all that little quirky stuff, like putting saturation or, if I feel like it's not, if the 808 and kick or not very cohesive.
Yeah.
Like just little things. If the snare's not like very loud or it's too quiet.
Right.
Do I need to raise the level or do I just need to EQ that frequency?
It's hard to tell sometimes, isn't it? I think that's where like the keeping your hearing as best as possible comes into play, dude, because yeah, you're right. I mean, I probably should send in my tracks for a mix and master, but that goes back to what I was saying about how expensive it can be.
Yeah,
to
and it's fun to learn
be music, and yeah, of course, if I can, for now, learn a little bit, that, hopefully you turn pro and then you get everything mastered by like the pros, that do that for a living.
Yeah, or just go to engineers.
Engineers,
they're all professionals.
And that's an app, right? And
app website, yeah.
Engineers, like engineers.com, or
yeah, and you could probably get like how many tracks is your songs usually?
How many tracks?
Yeah.
I don't 12. Know. It's kind of messy right now. I'm trying to build a workflow that I can kind of replicate, and I'm still developing the workflow that I.
Yes, sir, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for listening to Know Your Substance podcast. This is the season finale for season 1. Stay tuned for season 2, coming very soon this summer 2024. I hope it's the best that you'll ever experience in the 209 area. Stay tuned. And we're back. Thank you for tuning into our commercials. So yeah, man, we were talking about, so you're mixing your own tracks and stuff, just kind of your process and stuff.
Yeah.
It's a lot of work.
I think I was saying, like, I don't have like a one, like, step-by-step that I have to do like for every track yet. I don't have that muscle memory. This is how I'm going to make the track. It's kind of like I'm still just having fun with it, learning, as much as I can, and putting things together in arrangement, and just seeing what sounds good, man.
Yeah. Oh yeah. What's your favorite stage, you think? The production part, or the initial idea, the production, or the mixing and mastering?
It's my favorite part so far is kind of like when the bass and the clap and all that stuff, when it starts to come together, because electronic music is so, like you said, I think you've used this term before around me, like minimal, like there's not a lot to it, and so yeah, it's when the song starts to come together, when I start hearing, when something starts to come together, when it starts to come together, it's like my favorite part. It's like, okay, I'm on the right track. Like, and then the details come, it's no fun.
Yeah, man.
The details is where it's like,
yeah,
a month later.
Yeah, once you haven't listened to it in a month.
Right.
I know, dude. It's like, once it comes together, like, that's such an addictive feeling.
Yeah.
Like, once everything is just so cohesive, and it's like, what did I do? But it's working.
Right.
Right. And then sometimes you always chase that, and then you don't get it because you're chasing it. Like,
yeah. No, it's tough, man. Like you said.
Yeah. So, what songs? So you just posted a new song recently on your SoundCloud. What was it called again?
I did, man. It's called Check It Out.
Check It Out.
It's called Check It Out. Yeah.
You got to check it out.
It's basically, you just got to check it out.
Is there a story behind that song?
It's because I was messing around on my little Akai, and made a melody, man, and I was inspired by kind of like it has some like that Tokyo song. What's that Tokyo Drift song?
Dun 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 dun.
Yeah, that one. Yeah, the Tokyo Drift. I guess that was always in the back of my head with this track. Yeah, a little bit, and then it kind of like, for some reason, I sped it up and turned it into a techno track, man. And I don't know why. Trust me, I don't know why I sped it up to 140 BPMs, but I typically play 133, which is house, kind of like faster house music.
Yeah.
But
140 is like
140 is it's pretty. Yeah, it's well, they used to call it hard style.
Yeah,
and like, so I don't know. I to me it sounds a little hard stylish, but the people don't use the term hard style anymore. It's all techno now.
Yeah.
So.
Well, it's like the type of techno that's out right now. That's 140 is something that was super big in the 90s. I don't know what that was called.
Right.
But I've talked to a lot of, not a lot, but a couple like DJs from the 90s that were into techno or played techno. And they were saying like that style is coming back. Yeah. And it wasn't until recently when I was at my Mimosas for one of Dynamics events in EDM 209. One of the DJs was like, "Hey man, I'm playing techno." Like I was like, "Okay."
Yeah.
Because I was DJing, and I was like, okay, bet. So I like kept it in mind, but he started playing that 140, and I was like, oh, I didn't even realize people were listening to that out here.
Right.
Like, I've only heard it in the Bay Area in LA, or Boiler Room.
So that was a little bit of like a what is going on.
It's here.
Yeah. No, I didn't think people would listen to that at all either. I was told that. Yeah, it definitely wouldn't fly, now. But like I said, people are listening to so many different things nowadays.
Yeah.
And they're more open to even faster beats, which is for people that like to dance or people that like dance music or, DJs.
Yeah.
It's good for us. It adds more to what we can do.
Yeah. And it knocks down barriers for people being open-minded to new sounds.
Right. But there is too fast, in my opinion. I think that there's some fast techno that's like really, I don't think it'll ever, I say that now.
Yeah, you never know, man. People listen
it's like a lot faster, dude.
Like 150?
A little bit faster.
Oh my
than
gosh.
that. Yeah, faster. Yeah. No, there's fast.
Yeah.
There's like, it's interesting. Yeah. It's hardcore. I think it's more hardcore. Yeah.
Yeah, man. There's always going to be something different. That's very niche.
Oh, yeah, of course. And I think that's what makes music great, man. It's everybody finds their niche. You can get big in a niche, and that's it.
Mm-hmm.
And boom, like you never thought that this person doing this would ever become as successful.
Oh yeah, you never know. They might be just doing the same thing for years, and all of a sudden that style becomes it.
Have you seen the like that music video of old Post Malone? Where he like his old song,
White Iverson.
I don't know, but it's not like it's not like the best.
Yeah, is it before White Iverson?
I don't know. It's some video on YouTube. It's like before he got famous.
Oh, okay.
And it's kind of like it's not a bad song. It's kind of a bad song.
Yeah, but it's very like amateur-y.
Yeah, amateur. Yeah, like but super.
Yeah,
it's like I don't know.
Well, you know the story behind White Iverson, man. Like he had just moved to LA and sleeping on his friend's couch, and he just kind of went all in on that song and on the video, and it just blew up. He just put everything he pretty much had and believed in it. But
like being different and weird, you know.
Yeah, White Iverson song was so different.
Yeah,
it had so many hip hop elements with like very like I don't know. It's just whatever was on the elements of music that were like very like I don't want to say electronic, but like very like ambient,
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
and then it just turns into a trap song, and the drop it's such a dope song.
Right. Yeah, I don't know what video it is, but it looks like a meme. I don't know, but yeah, no. But to come from that, and to become famous, you probably wouldn't think that some people could, but they can. It's cool. I think that's the hope in all of us. That do it,
That's real. You just never know. You never know.
Yeah, for sure.
Well, you got any other tracks that you're working on?
Currently, not right now, but I'm, a little bit, yes. But I don't know. I just wait for it to kind of like come naturally. I try not to force the creativeness, with me. If I don't feel it, I'm not gonna. I don't know. I guess you have to train your brain to do that too. And
yeah,
that's a whole nother skill. That I'm hoping to make more music soon. Yes, but I don't know when. It'll probably just come out. I'll just release it.
Yeah, there. It's there.
Yeah,
check it out.
And I'm enjoying like just releasing it like for free and free download, like to have DJs play it like if they want to or just whatever. Like I said, I don't. To distribute the music on like Spotify and stuff like that, like like it costs money. So
yeah. When you do start distributing it, I would just look into TuneCore or DistroKid.
DistroKid, yeah. No, I've looked into DistroKid for sure. Yeah,
yeah, and it's fairly cheap for the year, and it's just so you have it on all platforms.
Yeah.
You know, and then just have that master on deck and just send it to DJs, man.
Yeah.
Have extended mixes, you know, send the acapellas if there's an acapella.
No, it's interesting, you know, because coming back and then starting to produce now, it's, you know, it's a different, there's, like I said, it's a bigger world. So
yeah,
I'm looking forward to like learning and just, you know, starting to release more stuff and building my name. If anything, that's all I'm just focused on is just building content and building my name here in the Valley and wherever I can, really.
Yeah, once you get that platform, man, it's like nothing's stopping you.
No, it's fun. You know, I'm enjoying the process, even if it's, you know, you everybody wants, you know, you want quick, but you know, it's fun. I'm enjoying, like I said, I'm enjoying the playing and just having fun.
Yeah, man. DJing is such a blessing. It's such a privilege.
Heck yeah.
It's such a privilege to be in charge of how people feel, how people move, and how people even think.
It's a different feeling, to be in control of the party like that, or to just, you know, take people on a journey for sure.
Yeah.
You know? Depending on what you're, you know, trying to do for the night. But the thing about it is, like, I've always been that more of a journey type of DJ, but lately, you know, I'm trying to bring in that, like, you know, who cares party aspect to it. Like, if I can bring a little bit of that, you know, like, whoa, I didn't expect that, like left field kind of tracks, you know, like something that just you would never think that you would hear, but it pops off, you know, that's like the biggest moments for me is playing something that it's like you would think, like, why are you playing that? But then at the time, for some reason, it's popping off, and that's a big one for me.
Yeah.
I live for those moments, you know.
It's such a beautiful moment when you're able to connect with the audience through one song.
Yeah.
And it's like the whole night can be like here and there, but then that one song, man, just completely transforms it.
Yeah.
And you just take it from there and just keep it.
Yeah. And a lot of the songs that I tend to use when I do that are like, well, a lot of them don't have vocals, you know?
Yeah.
So it's like, how do you get people to interact or feel something without vocals? You know, it's hard. So like you get a lot of samples, like, you know, throw in something like in my song, check it out, you know, it says, check it out. And so it's like, okay, you know, that brings them in with just one phrase, you know?
Yeah.
One phrase of a vocal. So,
but the shock value aspect.
Yeah. So it's, it's fun.
That's what I love about techno, man, is like when I'm in techno shows and the DJ will just, like, as an engineer and as a producer, I'm paying attention to like the changes in kicks when he takes out, when he EQs the lows and brings in some other kick, and once that new kick hits and everyone's like, yeah, it's like, wow, I can't believe they're like paying attention to that.
Right. Well,
I mean, that's the music.
A lot of it, you can feel it, you know, like in that sub bass, right? You know, it's that lower, it's like starts rattling everything.
Yeah, it levitates you.
Right. And so, you know, it's a lot of electronic music is a feeling. So, you know.
Yeah, it definitely is feeling, which is cool because all music is feeling, but I mean, some people are like, oh, I listen to the vocals, the lyrics, the beat,
right,
the bass. Everybody feels something. Everybody resonates with something.
Right.
People will reflect off of what they are feeling to what they're hearing. And if it resonates with them by how they're feeling, and that's crazy.
No, and one thing I like to think about is maybe the listener who doesn't want to think so much about the music and wants to just, you know, have that, you know, kind of just party, you know, if I can give them that, like, they want to just jump around and go crazy. You know, that's what I want to do.
Yeah, that's sick, man. It's a good feeling, man. It's a good feeling to like just move people, I guess. Yeah. Oh, really? What movie are they podcasting in?
Oh, I don't know. I've seen a few movies. Is that you?
That's me.
Yeah,
Discord.
Yeah. Discord. Yeah, I like Discord.
Yeah, I always have my phone on, and then
you have to use Discord for ChatGPT. No?
No.
Oh wait, some of the AIs.
Some of them do.
Yeah, it's weird. Like you have to like connect it and then talk.
You have to be a part of their platform. You have to be part of the community to use their service.
Oh, all right. I don't know how that works. Yeah. So.
It's like, well, if you're going to use our platform, you need to tap in, basically.
Oh, right.
You need to be involved.
Oh, okay, right. Yeah.
You can't, like, I get it. I get why they do it. I think it's cool. I don't blame them. I mean, if everybody had the platform and just using it, it's like,
but like you have to like pay to be in some of the Discords, no, or something like that. I don't know.
Like, maybe some of them.
Yeah, I don't know.
The one that I'm in, no, but I joined it and didn't even use it.
Oh, okay, right.
There's just so much out there, man.
Oh yeah, I know.
With AI, like I would love to use AI to edit the reels. I'd be like, all right, from here to here is pretty cool. Just clip it up.
Well, no, I think we mentioned earlier about the clip that I made. I made a little clip in AI, so that was fun. You know, posting that online. It's messing around with AIs. It's definitely cool to see the images. The more image aspect of it for me. It's like, like Midjourney. I'd love to learn Midjourney, but
what AI did you use for your video?
It's actually just a program for the Insta360. It comes with like a program, and you just upload the clip, and it'll like do it on its own.
Insta360.
Yeah, Insta360. It's a pretty cool little camera that I got. Yeah,
that's pretty cool. For sure, man. Yeah. Well, anything you want to tell the audience real quick before?
Yeah, no. You know, hopefully, you know, if you ever see my name, Skyfear, like in the local area here around or wherever, please come to my show. And I love to give peace, love, unity, and respect. So it's all about the rave culture for me. So please come to one of my shows if you can.
Yeah, tap in, say hi.
Yeah, or check me out online, please. Follow me at sky.fear.
Check it out.
Yeah, thank you guys. Thanks.
No problem, man. Thank you for coming.
Thanks, man. I appreciate it.
No problem.
So what's up with the substance, man? I know you hurt and feel mechanical, man. So what's up with the substance, man? This new sun's being knocked your fans.